Hi there, Corby Mitleid, your no bullshit psychic, and I want to talk to you today about something called the shadow teacher. This is part of my keeping you safe and protected. The shadow, and we all have one, holds the disowned parts of our personality: anger, jealousy, selfishness, and other negative traits that we do have to deal with, even if we deem them bad. And the imperfections of shadow spiritual teachers and communities, cults, can serve as those shadow teachers, showing us our own internal defenses and keeping us from blind faith. We learn to question things. Now, I just received a message from a true shadow teacher. They held themselves out as ethically superior to me, warned me how I was someone falling away from the true path. They had watched me for some time, they said, and sensed that I could be someone who was not like fakes that are clearly not doing God's work if I was, quote, ready to do the work and pay the price, unquote. Otherwise, I was just another charlatan who didn't have the backbone to stand against people that were other charlatans. Are you following this? And I was content to be one myself. Notice the elliptical words and thinking. Charlatan. She kept pushing charlatan. Now, this was without ever having any conversation with me before taking me to task, simply assuming that they had this right. That, my friends, is ego. No true teacher introduces themselves to a student by telling the student how wrong they are if they will not listen to the teacher. That is the equivalent, teacher-wise, of a drive-by psychic pew-pew. Okay? When a shadow teacher tries to snare you by waving the banner of good and evil, truth and charlatan, holding themselves up as the one who judges rightly and then says, perhaps you could be one of the good ones if you're willing to pay the price and follow them exclusively. No, my darlings. Right teaching comes when the student seeks and asks for a teacher, not when the teacher demands that they obey them, expecting the student to admit they know nothing and everything the teacher says is right. These days, a lot of people come to me and say, do you teach? I do. But I keep my classes small so I can pay the most attention to them and listen to what they want. And if I don't know something, I will find them someone else who knows it and bring them in to teach. What I'm going to tell you is, no, I'm not the only teacher in the world. I love what I do, and I'm right for some people, but not everybody. But when you are looking to learn spirituality, metaphysics, make sure that the teacher's ego is not larger than their knowledge base. Make sure that they realize that teaching you is a privilege to them. It is not a privilege to you to be under their tutelage. Got me? I'm putting this up now because I've had a lot of people come to me lately who've been burned by bad teachers, and they're scared. They're scared of psychic work. They're scared of tarot. They're scared of metaphysics. And you shouldn't be. Careful, yes, because it's like going into a city when you don't know who the inhabitants are and you don't know which are the good neighborhoods and the bad neighborhoods. But my duty as a teacher, and any good teacher, will put your safety first, will listen to you, will applaud you when you learn things, even if it makes you better at that than the teacher. Okay? So that's my message for you for today. Watch out for the shadow teachers. Go with the teachers who realize teaching you is an utter privilege to them a responsibility to them, and a chance to help you shine brightly in the world.